Hi, it's Graham Bibby on the 5th of November 2015, coming to you from the paradise island of Phuket. I just wanted to give you an update on the Insiders Club, what's called the FOS service, Fund Optimization Service. This is where we use exchange-traded funds to invest in global markets. Exchange-traded funds are funds that are traded on an exchange, just like a stock, so that you can buy and sell them anytime the exchange is open. What's great about ETFs is they have them on almost every stock market in the world. So you could buy an ETF that follows the Australian stock market, or the Singapore stock market, the Hong Kong stock market, Germany, France, Russia, Brazil, and then you can even buy sectors. You could buy the coal sector, being commodities. You could buy copper sector, you could buy uranium, you could buy the banks in the US, you could buy the semiconductors in the US, you could buy the internet in the US, you can even buy currencies like Australian dollar, you could buy the pound sterling. So through the fund optimization service and the Insiders Club, you can have an account locally. It could be someone like Saxo Capital Markets, or it could be one of the private banks. And then you can get investments globally. And this is the easiest way that I see that you can access world markets by following the ETFs that mirror the indices that they represent. I just wanted to show you today why we're back in China and why China is the 4 biggest holdings within the fund optimization service. So this is a chart here of the Shanghai index, and I signaled a breakout in that index, a breakout to the upside way back here. You see that? This is all resistance here. You can see the index can't break above this level, and here it did. So that was the buy signal, and actually the best player for that was the ETF with the symbol PEK, which I'll show you in a second. So then we had this uptrend here, then the uptrend accelerated here, and then we had one sellout here as the market corrected, so we have to protect. And then we broke it again to the upside, and then we had a huge run all the way to this point here, where the stop loss was broken below that line and an exit was signaled. Then, as many of you will know who follow markets, there was quite a significant sell-off in markets here. This is the downtrend level here. And then we had a bit of a bounce here. We tried to go higher, but people who were panicked by this sell-off and didn't get out, got out. And then we had what's called a climatic sell-off. That's where all those people who are really concerned and nervous panic together, and you almost get a straight line like this, a big fall. There's no real trend. That's not a big trend, but if we put this out a bit, you can see it's more of a trend: down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But this is boom, down. And then we had stability come in because the market was cheap. We went sideways. Some buyers came in here at a higher level than this. Some buyers came in here, but there was resistance points here. And then we broke out in October. So despite the negativity, and I prefer things when they're a bit negative than super positive, the markets broke out. And last night, Shanghai index 4.3%, or yesterday 4.3%. So that's looking great. And here's the ETFs that we've chosen to get into. Again, this breakout was in October. This is the Harvest Small Cap. That was at 5.51 last night. This is PEK. This is the one that I videoed and signaled the breakout here in July when it was 28, and signaled the sell here at 65. Here's 65. That's the stop loss, but it dropped right through that at 65 before this happened. But we have definitely broken out of this downtrend at the beginning of October. That was up 4.8 last night. It's a new high. It's above this moving average and just moved above that moving average. It's 40-day, 60-day moving average, which looks great. That looks very, very positive. And the other thing that we're in is the Hong Kong ETF, because it seems to follow China these days more and more. See that climatic sell-off there, big, strong sell-off? and we now seem to be in an uptrend. We're above this moving average and this moving average, so that looks pretty good. And last but not least, another small cap that we're in, and here again you can see this is a positive uptrend in this channel. Wasn't up so great last night in the US, but up, and it's moving, trying to move above this 60-day moving average, which is pointing the very longer term trend, but it's certainly above this one. So for diversification in your investments, whether you invest in Australia, Singapore, Hong Kong, or wherever, this gives you the world as your oyster, the global opportunities. It's less risk in a way because we're using funds that are spread over market. So if you're not in it, I suggest you to get in it. And if you're in our normal service, which is the undervalued superior earnings, this will be a good addition, as well as the special situations. So just wanted to get that out there about China while we're in it. Looks great for now. Let's see where we're going with that. It's 6 minutes and 4 seconds on the 5th of November 2015. Graham Bibby saying, I've got my eye on your investments. It's looking more positive by the day after the volatility in July and August. So you've got to be in it to win it. And I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.